with a buy on from Citi. Well, first rates coming through in just a bit from now. 20 points lower on the Nifty, 50 points lower on the Sensex. And there we go. First rates coming through. 25,070 on the Nifty. So this is actually pretty flat, right? Nothing at all. Nifty Bank is down about 0.25% or so. The small cap index, nothing. Unchanged almost. Mid cap index also coming through. With really flat and unchanged kind of rates. Let's look at the Nifty heat map before we go any further. Take a quick look and then we will sort of get down to it in terms of individual movers. What do we have as far as the first kind of picture is concerned? How many up and down? 840 up on the NSE and about 650 down, but that's very, very initial early rates. It is, 32 names lower and the rest which are higher at this point. So Wipro right on the top of the list. There's good news there. And on the other end is Apollo Hospitals. But I don't think there's anything large, right, in terms of single stocks in the Nifty 50 which are making a move. Surbhi.
No, there isn't. It's very quiet start. Apollo Hospitals is down about 0.5% as we're looking out for that block trade where the promoters sell a little over 1% equity. That's the anticipation. Let's look at, it's still down about. It's the biggest loser on the Nifty right now. ICICI Bank, SBI Life, HDFC Life, some of the financials are undoing their yesterday's up move, especially the life insurance companies. There's also Reliance, which is a little sluggish this morning. TCS is down about 0.3%. HDFC Bank is down 0.25%. So this is pretty much where the drag is coming in. ICICI Bank is now down almost 1%. So financials are weak. Apollo Hospitals are about 0.5% lower. On the flip side, Wipro, with that acquisition, that's definitely catching the market's attention. 1% higher on Wipro. Apart from that, there's Tata Motors, a little bit of gain. BEL, 0.5% higher. Mahindra & Mahindra, 0.5%. That's it. It's a very quiet Friday morning. Nigel.
Well, that's right. But a few stocks in the broader markets are moving around. Lemon Tree, I recall the stock yesterday had a good trading session. In fact, for this week, Lemon Tree is up close to around 18%. That's one of the big movers. It's up close to around 3.5%. I think we had a guest, not able to recall the name, who had said that Lemon Tree could be an outperformer actually. And that one, in fact, this week itself. Deepan Mehta, yeah. Deepan had spoken about this name. And that one clearly is firing all cylinders. Texmaco Rail, that's the other one that's up close to around 4%. So big move is what we're seeing out there. In top volume movers, DCX Systems. That stock is bursting away. It's up close to around 8.5%. Massive volumes on that name as well. Vodafone Idea is holding up with a gain of close to around 2%. So we should get that one as well up for you on the screen. Indus Stars, it's been a rank underperformer. But if you're going to have three players that will survive, then it could be more business for Indus Stars. And that's why that stock, in fact, is up and about in today's trading session as well, up 1.5%. Otherwise, Coffee Day, I think the stock this week is up more than 20%. It's now coming for some profit taking on the downside. Swiggy, not swigging it away today. That one as well is down close to around 2.5% after seeing a good rally in the last week or so. IDBI Bank as well, some profit taking. And BSE. The problem is that there could be an earnings hit. The magnitude we'll have to see, if you're going to have reduced expiries. So that's why that's down another 1.5%. And MCX, well, that's an optional value out there. So no direct earnings hit as such. The problem will be on the valuation front. But clearly the stock that's catching your attention is DCX, up 12.5% on that name.
Absolutely. And stuff coming through right now on some of these names. 50 points lower on the Nifty, 25,030 is where the Nifty is at this stage. Just a few other names, right? Lemon Tree is there, up there. Divi's, of course, I just mentioned right before market opening, that call from Citi, 2% higher on Divi's. There's a company called ISMO. It's they've essentially they've got a semiconductor, I think packaging business. I think it's an OSAT business. But look at the volumes. It's the fourth largest volume-led gainer on the NSE, out of the blue. And they've developed a new way of packaging these chips. So we'll have to see exactly. We'll have to get into it, but it caught my eye. So just making a mention of it. We'll have more on this one, maybe with Hormuz a little later. Indus Tower is coming up. Is not seen that amongst the top volume-led gainers list. 1.5% on Indus Tower right now. PG Electroplast has been constantly, down a lot earlier and then up a fair bit this week from the lows. 480 or so was the low. and it's picked up about 100 rupees from there over the last 5-6 days. SML Isuzu was the other one, big mover yesterday, and what a week it's actually more than a week, what a month it's had, right? 40% on SML so far in the month of August. Sagility, I think Kotak has initiated coverage on Sagility, so we'll maybe ask Sanjeev on that. Yeah, I mean, All-Time Plastics is another name, 3.5%. There was a deal earlier from one of the prominent investors, so that's seeing some gains coming through. Nazara is another one on the downside. Nazara is down 3.5%. It was down sharply yesterday. Actually, it started slow in terms of a correction. We had the management with us, but by the end of it, it was down almost 10% and is down a little bit more, 3.5 lower right now. So on the downside, apart from that, with volumes, there's very little to talk about. Things will pick up. Nifty is down a full 80 odd points now, 25,000. Sanjeev Prasad.